Well, I would buy a lighting kit.
Okay, don't be realistic.
Okay.
For one situation.
Okay,
Has to be reckless. Hello and welcome to another edition of Tank Media Network. My name's Brandon.
My name's Keith.
I was starting off like the report video that I showed you.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I goofed.
I think I messed it up too. Like when we watch this back, I'm not going to sound at all like him.
We would like to advertise Report of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
His channel. We discovered it this week, which we know we're late to the game. Or Brandon discovered it. He sent me a message and said, "We don't know. I don't know what this man is, but he's doing something right."
Mm-hmm.
And we agree.
So he's just a great part of YouTube, just like you are, because you're watching this on YouTube.
Correct. Hopefully.
And that's how you segue.
Unless you decide to, you're doing the old segue there.
Seguing the way.
Learning from the master. You know what? Something I learned.
Yes.
Segue is not spelled the way you think.
How's it spelled?
Like the Segway you're talking about is spelled Segue.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. I saw it written down, and that's how I pronounced it. But it was like in the space where Segway should be. So
well, maybe
the more you know.
Segway. Yes.
Segue.
You're gonna put those letters?
I don't think so, but it would be pretty funny if I did.
Forget that you can do that. So right now you can put. If you're going to, you can put something in my hands.
I could.
Or if you don't, then I'm just going to look like an idiot. So either way, the viewers are going to see something fun.
We'll see.
But all this talk has got us wanting to talk.
A little bit more.
About ourselves.
Yeah.
About a year ago, we put our podcast on a hiatus. And our last episode was all about Tank Media Network, which is, I guess, the umbrella for everything we produce, whether it's the podcast or whether it's skits, whether it's gaming videos, whether it's interview with our cool acting friends, or whatever we do. Whatever we do in life, it is brought to you by Tank Media Network.
Correct.
Going to the bathroom, going on anything.
Yeah.
Tank Media Network.
All those things.
But anyway, on that podcast, we just kind of we took 30 minutes or whatever and discussed our favorite videos up to that point. Some of the ideas that we'd had, but we weren't able to follow through with them because we didn't have the funds, we didn't have the actors, or we didn't have both.
Right.
And so
had a lot of those moments.
So I thought it'd be cool just to take a Tank Talk and just kind of go through and just share a little bit about I don't know, like maybe choose a couple of our favorite videos.
Sure.
Like I say that like I didn't tell you this beforehand, so you're like, it just so happens I have a list here.
Yeah.
Of videos.
Friends, we're just on the same wavelength. I decided briefly a few moments ago to write down my favorite videos that we've recorded since last July.
Just people watching. That's amazing that he just had in his mind.
I mean, it wouldn't be so amazing. It wouldn't be so amazing if I had just been writing down my favorite videos. But the fact that I just thought to specify since last July when we put up that video. Oh man, we are really really connected.
Well, I'll go first, Keith.
Please
since
do.
you need time to think of this.
yeah. Give me some time.
You only had 20 seconds. I was going through the video since last. I think it was June or July. To be safe, I did it like in the past 11 months.
Sure.
But the first one that came to mind was the pumpkin spice video. And if you're not familiar with that one, you should just pause this and go watch it.
I'll put a link to it in the description.
Yes.
If I remember to do that. Oh boy, I hope so.
But in that video, Keith and we just started drinking too much pumpkin spice lattes, and we started just doing too many white girl activities to the point where we became white girls. And so my girlfriend Jordan played Keith.
Yep.
I mean, really awkward if we've broken up when this video comes out.
Yeah, I don't think you will.
Gonna add in like,
the only comment will be from Jordan saying, "I'm not your girlfriend."
Yeah, stop lying. And then our friend Aubrey played me, and so like Keith had to go find Brandon.
Right.
Then they had to do manly things. So we got to film Keith and I doing very girly things. Then we got to film Aubrey and Jordan doing manly things like eating jerky, checking the oil.
Checking the oil, and then like for some reason, Jordan being you. No, Jordan was me.
Yeah.
Jordan being me was fixing the underneath of some stairs with a wrench.
Yeah.
we love the shot. I love the shot of having someone fixing something underneath and then coming out of that. We've had it in our first, one of our earlier videos, in that one, and in one where you're like falling in love.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is that subconsciously draws me to that, but yeah, that was a good one. I enjoyed that.
All right, yeah. So
you
what
more about
what do you have?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Good. I'm good on that one.
Okay. One of my favorite ones. Are you going to mention another one after this?
Yeah, I've got two more.
Okay. I think I have two, but I can mention another one. The cow tipping video that we recently put out is definitely one of my favorites since then. Because one thing we don't normally do a lot is have elaborate costumes.
Mm-hmm.
We very rarely get to film anything where there's an actual an elaborate costume. But one thing we do have access to via our friend Zenas, link to Zenas in the description.
His personal blog.
He owns a cow suit, and if you're a true Brandon fan, you'll know from his past that he and Zenas did a Cowman series. But we were able to break the cow suit out for this video, where Zenas plays a cow. But again, as a lot of our videos do, it gets pretty dark, and all of us die. And Zenas pushes my dead body into the pond where I sink. And Zenas, the cow, has had victory over people who are trying to cow tip him. Which I don't know. Just that one was really funny. It was mostly silent. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it.
My next one is Campus News 6. Now I was going to do Campus News in general. But then,
that one
but I figured that I couldn't. Well, you could choose another one.
Unless
Campus News 6 was yours.
No, yeah.
But I was gonna say the series and for all of it, but I feel like I do that all the time, so I wasn't allowed to do that. Brandon sent Brandon a law saying that you can't do that.
So you're picking one.
Yes.
Picking Campus News 6.
Yes. I was gonna choose the last one just because it really it brought everything together, and that was the first series that had a beginning, had a story to it, and we chose to end it. There's a lot of them where we might leave it open to where, we can come back and do a video for it. But it was just cool that after it came out, you, then our friend Josh, went and watched all of them and talked about how you could see this story being told with the characters. Everyone started here, but then their characters started branching out to where they were going.
All of them kind of devolved either from sanity to lunacy, or all deeper into delusion.
But those were just really cool because there was a lot of scripting, there's a lot of improv, there's just a lot of everything, and they were just always. This is a lot of fun to film. None of them ever came out, and I thought to myself, "Oh, that one sucked."
Yeah. Well, that one was on my list for favorite ones.
You say why you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's the same reasons though. It was just the first thing that we had done that had a beginning and an ending. Really, most of what we make is just here's a funny idea. And we'll make a vehicle that, as best we can in the limited time and resources that we have, to make a vehicle for that joke. You know, well, that's all we're really trying to do. A lot of times is we have a joke in mind and make a video around it. But with the Campus News was just you made these characters that developed over time, and then eventually it's time for those characters to leave, and you kind of put a bow on it. Mm-hmm. But that's not to say it can never come back. It's just more of. It was just cool to have an actual thing that started. That you opened it on one end and you were able to close it, and there was actually some character progression in there if you did decide to watch all of them in order. That's the best way I think to enjoy Campus News is to take an hour, sit down, and enjoy all of them at once.
The next one was I couldn't decide which one because I love them equally, but I love them for the same reasons. And it was we did the girls that your son brings home and the guys your daughter brings home videos, and it was a list video. And what I really like about those is that you just get to work with so many people, and you can bring someone in, and instead of telling someone okay, you better be good or this whole video is going to suck, instead you're able to say well, just give us 10 seconds of material. And really that goes for any list video we've done. I just really enjoyed those because they're typically pretty quick. You get to, like I said, work with so many different people. And it's also really fun because since they're so short, you can film the same one 5 times and really have fun with it, and you don't have to worry about, am I going to have space? Do we have time?
Because if you haven't noticed by watching our videos, we don't have unlimited time, nor do we have really any money to put into our videos, much less have the luxury to film a long clip numerous times. So that's another thing. I guess I want to kind of explain a little bit of like some things people may see.
Did you have a final one?
One I really enjoyed was our Easter egg hunt video. I just enjoyed that one because there was a lot of gunfire. There were some cool moments. But also the video, which when this video comes out, I can probably talk about the one that's going to come out tomorrow from when we are in the present, our present. Because I have a feeling what's going to come out tomorrow is going to become one of my favorites. But yeah,
is it coming out tomorrow, or did it come out 2 weeks ago?
It came out before, but for us, it's coming out tomorrow because we have to batch record these things. Again, it's a time restraint. We would love to be able to record them live for you every week.
Earlier, I felt my nose getting runny, and I just thought people are going to think, "Wow, Brendan, for the whole month,
Brandon's been sick for a month.
He mastered that hairstyle." And he just was sick. It was a strange month in the life of Brandon.
All right. What's our last little segment for this vid?
I thought we were running late, so I was going to cut that last segment.
Oh, no. we can do it quickly. Mine is really a one-sentence answer to your question.
Okay. If you had $1 million budget for Tank Media, what are you going to do?
Wait. Hold on. Do I have $1 million budget for Tank Media, or do I have $1 million? Someone says you have one project, we'll give you $1 million for.
Either one.
Okay. Well, if the first answer would be if someone just said, "Here's $1 million for Tank Media," well, I would buy a lighting kit.
Okay, don't be realistic for one situation.
Okay,
has to be reckless.
Okay, reckless. I want to do Rusty Acres 2, the season 2, right? Like we've had really good ideas ever since like Rusty Acres came out the first time. Like our friend Will has had some really good ideas, and we all came up to it together when we were filming and stuff. Came up with it together. We were filming and stuff. There were some really funny ideas that if we could get the right props in the right location and everything, Rusty Acres season 2 could be really great. But we need a lot of cash for it, and that's what I would do with it.
I'm going to hire John Glaser. Like I feel like $1 million is enough to get him to maybe not be just with us, but to at least say, "Here's $1 million. Just come stay here for like a month. Stay in South Carolina for a month, and we need to film stuff."
Let's just do humor with you. That's a good one. All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you being around for Tank Media, if you have been. All 5 of you that are watching this. We appreciate you watching. Please leave a comment what your favorite Tank Media thing has been. Maybe you're a fan from the podcast. Maybe you were big into Netflix Roulette podcast when we did that for 2 months recently. Or last year, or earlier this year. Anyway, whatever you like. Maybe leave us a comment. Drop us a like. Tell us what you like. Maybe we'll do more of it. Anything else, Brandon? All right, well, we'll see you in the next Tank Talk. Adios. All right, cut. We got another break on the set.